Greetings and welcome, friends and random people of the void. My name is Xadow, and today I will be reacting to the Dadvocate's Womansplaining Men to Women playlist. Link to the playlist in the description below. Go and show her all the love and support that you would give to me if you were loving and supporting me at all. Now, let's get into this.
So I open up the fridge and I see egg, and I'm like, wet. So I ask the kids, I'm like, did you guys leave this egg here? And they're like, nope. So I'm like, only one more suspect, my husband. But I want to give my man the benefit of the doubt. So I text the boys, and I'm like, why egg? And my one buddy immediately goes, oh, you had a second carton. Yeah, he must have gotten down to the last egg, and instead of leaving it there to be all off balance the next time someone picked it up or, take up a bunch of extra
Yeah,
space,
that makes sense.
Put it there as the priority egg. It's just like fronting at the supermarket when employees make sure that the quickest to expire items are at the front and the longer lasting items don't get used first.
Yeah, we typically don't have eggs
exactly
often enough to really have this issue. Like
he
the priority
so
egg makes sense, but we don't have enough eggs.
And we're just not asking.
I
want to keep explaining male behaviors to women, but y'all did not like it when I called it mansplaining. So today I'm gonna husband-splain something real quick. Today's topic. Some of you are already mad. The sink cup. There's room in the dishwasher,
so this is easy. This is easy.
This is a big one. There was a viral.
I may want to drink out of that cup again, and it's not dirty. It's being used for water of all things. If I need my water cup just gets set over next to the drying rack or whatever, and whenever I need water, I'll just go and use the same cup. There's no need to dirty another cup. Why would you do that? It's not dirty, really. It's only had water in it, and you're only using it for maybe that day, maybe another day. Some people won't bother really cleaning their water cup at the end of the day, but I typically do. But the water cup makes absolute sense to me. I don't see how that's an issue.
Article where a woman left her husband over this. Here's what sink cup comes down to. Ladies, we have got to stop trying to pigeonhole men into commitments they are not ready for. He is not ready to settle on either idea of being done drinking for the day or continuing to drink for the day. And the craziest part is he's trying not to piss you off.
Yes.
He knows if he makes the wrong decision and he's not done drinking for the day, he's going to have to dirty another dish, and that's going to make you mad.
Exactly.
Thinking, worst case scenario, I am done drinking for the day, but the cup is going to be right there reminding me to put it away because it's there. It's right by the sink.
There you go.
The sink cup.
It makes perfect sense.
Of a sink cup is about the same as jeans. It could last 3 to 5 days. I am slowly cracking that.
I wear shorts all the time. I don't wear jeans, so I don't have the jeans thing.
Things to you because I'm getting real good at this. The laundry chair. But the basket is right there. Yeah, he knows, but to understand the laundry chair, we must first understand the purgatory jeans. They can also be...
I do not have a laundry chair. I use the basket.
He knows he's going to piss you off if these clothes touch the floor, so they do not touch the floor. He's actually trying to save the planet and reduce your laundry labor. Next up, the sink knife.
Okay, so I have mixed feelings about this one. See, the sink knife, that makes sense because the knife, the contaminated part of the knife is not resting on anything. It is just floating there in the air. Now, I personally would have rinsed off this knife, but I also would have left it on the corner afterwards for use later, if, in fact, I felt like I was going to use it again later. Moving on.
Why isn't it just in the sink? This may look
well, that
weird,
sink's also awfully full, too.
You see the perfect balance of the handle on the counter juxtaposed by the light residue just above the sink's contaminable surface makes this the perfect
Again, I would have rinsed it.
For making another sandwich with later. Laundry chair, sink knife.
Sink knife I agree with to the degree of you still should have rinsed it off.
Alright, so whatever random-ass place he left his keys...
Yes.
Just leave them there.
Yes.
Do not move them to the key dish.
Because I know where I put it.
I'm going to confuse him more. You will seriously fuck up this guy's whole day.
Pretty much.
He knows he didn't leave them in the key dish, so that's only going to make him check 5 to 10 other really stupid places that are not the key dish before he finally starts thinking the way that you would instead of the way that he would.
Exactly. Now, of course, I have a specific place that I put my keys. It would be like a key dish, but I don't... it's on my dresser. But, I know where I put my keys. Don't move them. I know exactly where to go to get them.
I see he lost the Folgers coffee lid, so he made his own.
Hey, it works.
Last one. If you are like me and you find half-drunk body armors in every room of the house, if it really bothers you, just combine them all into one and they'll just go with it. Follow for more.
Yeah,
Episode 6 of Woman.
I do not leave stuff all over the place. Mostly because I have one water bottle, I fill it up and I refill it and I refill it and I refill it, and I'll wash it eventually, but I'll refill it and I'll refill it and I'll refill it, but I will not have many things scattered all over the place. I have one water bottle. I use that water bottle. So, yeah.
Womansplaining men to women. I'm just gonna come out and say it. If he has folded the towels, don't refold them. Stop it.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the absolute worst thing that could happen if you opened your cupboards and saw this? Still with me? You good, babe? Every day in America, there is a well-intentioned husband who has just spent 15 minutes folding the laundry.
And it is folded, even if it's not how you want it to be. We tried to make you happy.
This is one example. If you are in a heterosexual relationship, there is a 100% chance that after he did a chore, your first reaction was, yeah, that chore's not done. And then some of you will redo the...
Okay, so I do kind of understand that to a degree, though. Not necessarily with folding laundry, because if the laundry is folded, the laundry is folded. As long as the laundry is clean, that's the important part.
Whole chore, others will get mad and scold him for his half-assery. I have done both, and both have wasted my fucking time. You redo the whole chore, you're wasting your life. You reprimand him for helping, and now he's going to dread doing that chore. Because if he doesn't do them, you're mad. And now if he does do them, you're mad. It's a whole mess. And the truth is, he wants to make you proud. He really does. He dreads the thought of you telling your friends how bad he is at laundry. Because he knows you do. Ladies, to get what you both want, you gotta flip the script. This is a 2-part plan. Part 1, let go of what you can. If you were not traumatized by Gemini,
we would appreciate it very much, I'm sure.
Hate it. And Part 2, trick him by presenting your chore preferences as noble tasks that yield rewards.
Yes.
Be like,
The quest, the quest motivation.
A maiden is in search of a rare
Turn your chores into quests, and it kind of helps a little bit.
Instead of front to back, so that she will know how much room is left. Do you dare accept this quest? Dude, guarantee you he will be down as fuck. It's not about rewarding him for something he's supposed to be doing already. It's about making your differences fun again and easing up icky chore conversations. It's about being a silly goose. Seriously, host your discussions of labor division like a Knights of the Round Table council meeting.
Yes. Make it fun. If you make it, I mean, there's only so much that you can do to make chores fun. But if you make it fun, it gets done. That's the rhyme. Also, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Yay!
Pop off champagne when you finally come to a resolution. Recognize each other as autonomous and competent partners, and let's fucking go!
Yeah!
Men to Women Part 7. You've made it this far. I feel you may be prepared for one of the final truths. Make sure you're sitting down. I do not reveal this lightly. Ready yourself? He does not care about chores as much as you, and he never will. You felt it in your heart.
Probably.
To be true. You've been dreaming of the day you don't have to tell him what to do because he just knows. Now, this will happen sometimes. It's on accident. But let's examine why. You two have experienced 2 different traumas. You as a woman have lived your entire life societally conditioned to believing that your worth is directly attached to your amount of emotional labor. He has not. Is that a privilege? Maybe. But instead, he has spent his entire life as a man societally conditioned to believing that his worth is directly derived from how much money he earns. Women deal with that less.
Yeah, kind of.
Will always be different.
In fact, I only just recently found out that my ex-girlfriend of years ago, who was actually living with me at the time, so I'm not going to go into major details here, but the basic gist of the story is she moved in with me with, from the very beginning, the understanding that she was going to get a job because I told her up front I was not making enough money to support the both of us. But we can definitely, absolutely live comfortably on 2 people's income. So the whole thing was she was going to get a job of her own, and I would support us in the meantime because I had enough in savings that I could make it last for a while. And in the meantime, while we were living off of my current income, which wasn't enough, supplemented by my savings, which was enough for a while, she would get a job. And when she got a job, then we would help support each other because we were supposed to be we were supposed to be partners. And so she never did. We ended up breaking up, and she ended up moving out to go live with a guy that I'm pretty sure she was cheating on me with, but never mind that. I only recently found out that apparently she had been complaining to my sister about my lack of money. And mind you, she was supposed to be, she was fully aware of this going into our relationship. She was, I was under the understanding that she was going to be helping with the financial situation. She contributed absolutely nothing. And she absolutely was not a homemaker, by the way. I was not bringing home the bacon while she was a homemaker. She was at home playing video games all the time. I was making dinner. I was cleaning the dishes. I was keeping the house clean. I was going to work. I was bringing home money. She was not doing anything. And in hindsight, I can see all that, and I can accept that I definitely did not see who she was. But at the time, I had faith in her. I believed that she was going to find the job that she wanted to get, and we were going to be able to support each other, and that I actually thought she cared about me. But no. Anyway, so yeah, basically bottom line is, in a lot of circumstances, but especially that one, my own self-worth had a lot to do with my income, and my income was not very high, so you can imagine my self-worth was not either.
To you, he is half-assing every single chore. To him, he will never understand why you fold your underwear. Why would someone waste their time like that? And you know what? Part of the desire to get the chore done quickly is to play Fortnite faster. Just like we will leave our makeup.
I don't play Fortnite, but other games, yes.
Through in 3 different outfits that we decided against thrown across the floor as we fly out the door for girls' night. He will never get the same joy out of seeing the counters wiped down as you do. His joy comes from seeing you happy. Stop trying to convince him he will
generally,
be happy
yes, absolutely. My greatest joy has been seeing my girlfriend happy. I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't have my greatest joy anymore. But basically, yes, like my main motivation when it comes to relationships is making her happy. Now, of course, there's only so much I can do, but that a relationship is a two-way street, and the whole happy wife, happy life, nah. Happy spouse, happy house. That's better. So like, I will definitely give 110% into the relationship, but I need you to give at least something back, right? Like we're supposed to both be giving into the relationship. But yeah, my primary motivation when it comes to relationship stuff is what can I do to make her happy? That it brings me the greatest joy when she is happy.
About those counters. Convince him that you will be happy if he wipes down those counters. Men will do all kinds of stupid shit to make you happy.
Absolutely.
Marriage, for example, Oh, that was too far. I should cut that out. Okay, I will. Look, we've already lost all control by choosing to be attracted to someone. We might as well figure him out. Just like, you might as well hit follow. Womansplaining Men to Women, Part 8. We're too far into the series to avoid this any longer. The toilet seat. Is a man to leave it up or down?
Both people should be putting it down. Saying it right now.
Lids to be up, that a man is responsible for putting one lid down. After all, both parties require one lid down for
she
number
said
two,
one.
but only the man
We're definitely
up for number one.
We're definitely on the same page. She's about to say what I just said.
He lifts as he needs, she lowers as she needs. Each taking accountability for their own body's needs. Well, it's time you know the truth. You should both be lifting the lid because you should both be lowering the lid.
Yep, because it's a vortex of germs.
Y'all, it's called the toilet plume.
That's what it's actually called. Okay.
45,000 particles of all of the poop, pee, puke, and whatever else has gone into there explodes out all over the bathroom. Covering your earbrushes, your toothbrushes, spreading any viruses you're shedding. You filthy animals. And if that's not the advice you wanted, take solace in the fact that your bathroom just got an extra chair.
It's not a very sturdy chair, but then again, I guess that depends on the toilet.
Ladies have been asking how to deal if he doesn't make the bed or if his side of the room is a mess. So if you absolutely need your bed made every day, The rule is, whoever's the last one out of bed makes it. Sorry, that's just the rule. So if that's all you needed to settle the debate on who does it, there you go. You can
Okay, so this also relates back to that my ex that I was living with, in so much as I was always first up because I had to go to work. So obviously, since she was the second up, like long after I've left the house, obviously she's the one that made the bed. Except when I got home and the bed wasn't made. But that was never a big issue to me. But whenever the bed was made, it was made by her because obviously she was out of bed hours after I had already left. But I also always try to make my bed in the morning, not because I really care that much about it, but it's one of those things where, like, it brings a little bit of structure into your morning, and I'm trying to altogether keep my life together or get my life together, whatever your point of view is on my life. So bottom line is that if I have the time in the morning to make my bed, I will, because I feel like it's just a good thing to do to set your day. You brought a little bit of order into what you're doing, and that's I feel like there's a reason why in the military, the part of your boot camp training is you get up quick, you make your bed, and then you're in line. It's all drilled into you for a reason. Like that little bit of order is an important part of starting your day. Same as I get up, I make my bed, I take a shower, I brush my teeth. If I don't have time to have breakfast before I go to work, if I have time to have breakfast before I go to work, I have breakfast. Then I brush my teeth, because obviously you do not want your toothpaste taste in your food. Anyway, so there you go.
Probably stop the video now. But I beg you to consider the actual power move. Literal best solution is if you both don't care if the bed is made. Now keep in mind, until this episode, I have never, ever asked you to simply not care about something. Just how to communicate differently about it, or what it means. But for making the bed every day, why do you care? I mean, who's gonna see it? If he doesn't care, and you don't care, who cares?
I mean, yes, that makes sense, but it also, like, I feel like it is still a good life set thing for your day.
When you get back into bed, you have to take everything off again and then get back in.
But if it is an issue for your relationship, then yes, both of you not caring is probably the better compromise.
Pull the covers up. Now, if you're having guests over and your room is like the place that guests come in to throw their coats on the bed, for the love of God, both of you clean that room.
Yes, always clean your house when you're going to have guests over. That's just the polite thing to do. You got to be a good host, yes?
Let the man have his space. Quite frankly, I simply pretend I do not see it. Now, there is a difference if he's keeping, like, food and trash in there. Like, sir, if you want to be Dexter's lab and do science experiments, you also need a rotating bookshelf. Follow and stay tuned, because for episode 10, we're
Get out of my laboratory!
The man flu.
And we're going to end it there for today. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the link to her full playlist is down in the description below. And so go and give that a watch if you want. And we'll see you next time. Farewell, friends.